Hey folks, welcome back to another informational video with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today, we're taking a look at another Massive Darkness expansion box. This time, it is the enemy box of the Reptisaurians. So these are some reptile-infused bad guys that are going to be coming at you and coming at you hard. Let's go ahead and get the box open and we'll show you what you're going to get. Now, let me reiterate here, this is not necessarily a review. I will be telling you what I like and not like about them, but this is mainly just for you to know what's coming in the box with a little bit more detail than what you might be able to find online. I don't know. But this is mainly to give you the opportunity to make a better purchase, more informed purchase. That's really about it. So let's get down to the table, show you what you get, come back after that. So here we have the first couple of things that are coming in the box here. You first off have Reptisaurus Rex. And basically this dude looks like a alligator that walks on 2 feet and is pumped full of some type of body enhancing material, you name it. And then over here we have the Reptisaurian Blowgunners, which sounds pretty cool. And of course they have cards that are for all 5 levels. So basically, Reptisaurus Rex here, as you can see, he is not to be trifled with at all. I mean, he is just a really neat miniature. I love the huge spines that are coming out of his back, and you know, the cloth down here. Just a lot of action, a lot of tenacity that's in this model. Looks really cool. The cards that represent him, the lesser roaming and the greater roaming monster cards here. First of all, as a lesser monster, he's rolling 2 melee dice against you that are red, and then he's got 3 defense dice, blue defense dice. He's going to be ×6 to the number of players for health, so that means in a 5-player game, 30 hit points. Wow. And here it says, at the end of each of its moves, all heroes in line of sight suffer 1 wound. I guess he's just ugly, or maybe he's got some really bad breath. I don't know, but that's a pretty nasty ability there. Ability stays the same for the greater. His hit points go up by, good night. In a 5-player game, it goes up by 10 points, up to 40. Here, he's going to be rolling melee 2 yellow and 2 red. Then for defense, he's going to be rolling 2 green and one blue. So this fella is a nasty little character, that is for sure. Now the blowgunners over here, I'm just going to show you one of the models so that you can kind of get an idea what they look like. Pretty cool. The blowgun looks a little bendy there, so you'll probably have to apply some hot water to it to get it to straighten out there, but after you do that, it should be fine. Pretty cool. Again, kind of a static pose, and you know, I'm not a fan of that, but the detail is really great. On level 1, the mob is only going to have, each model is only going to have 1 hit point each, so that's not really bad. They're going to have 1 yellow dice in melee, and 1 red dice in ranged, so that's pretty nasty. They don't have to be right next to you to hit you. And then they're rolling 1 defense dice. Normally it's blue. Here their special ability says attack sunburst, place 1 wound token on the hero's card. Okay, wow, so you don't get to apply your armor or your defense or anything like that. If they roll a sunburst, they're gonna hit you. Down here it says at the start of the hero's activation, he removes 1 token and takes a wound. So I guess they're poison blowguns or something to that effect. So that's pretty nasty. Here, everything just kind of lines up. They're going to be rolling 2 yellows for melee, 1 and 1 for ranged with a yellow and a red, and 1 blue defense dice, so that's pretty nasty. Let's see. This one goes up to place 2 wounds. Wow. Over here, they're rolling 3 dice. Their hit points go up to 2. They're rolling 2 yellows for melee, 2 yellows and a red for ranged, 2 blue defense dice. That's pretty nasty. That stays the same. This goes up to 3 wounds now, though. They're rolling 3 yellows in melee, 2 red, and then 1 and 1. Wow, man, these guys are getting nasty. And then finally, level 5 are full-on nasty. Whew, man. All right, so that's the Reptisaurian Blowgunners. We do have some more things to go over, so let's get to those guys. So here we have the Reptisaurian Agent and the Reptisaurian Warriors. Now this guy right here is a little bit different. He's the mob boss. And then this guy, I didn't get to show you to him earlier, I forgot to. He is the mob boss for the blowgunners that I already showed you earlier. So he's pretty cool as well. We'll leave him right there. But basically here we have the Reptisaurian Agent. Now this is one of the guard cards. He only comes out on level 3, but he's pretty nasty when he comes out. If you look at him, first of all, he's got attack skills here where it says +1. If his attack deals any wounds. So it's +1 wound if his attack deals any wounds. If it doesn't deal any wounds, then he doesn't get that +1. But if he does, he's hitting you again. At the end of the enemy's phase, spawn a guard on the level token of his tile. So that's pretty nasty as well. He's going to be spawning more guards throughout the course of the turn as he continues. So you really need to knock him out pretty quick. He is hitting you with 3 yellow melee dice, and he's getting 2 blue defense dice in response to our hero's attacks. He's going to be having ×4 hit points. So in a 5-player game, this guy has 20 hit points. 4-player game, 16 hit points. So really a nasty individual here. Now his model is pretty cool too. I like how he has dual wielding swords, and he just kind of has this look on his face like, yeah, come at me, bro, because I'm gonna stick you. I'm gonna stick you like a pig. That's basically what he's. I'm sure he's probably saying something like that. Love the flowing robes and the action, the movement that it gives to the model. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, kind of a static pose, but really, really neat. I like how they set that one up. Now over here, the Reptisaurian Warriors. I want to keep saying reptilian. Here's the boss one more time. Just go ahead and give you a show of him, and he's just kind of asking you to bring the fight to him. But pretty neat here. The Reptisaurian Warrior models, though, again, that tail coming out like this. Just a really neat thing. Got a little bit of bendage right here on the sword, but, you know, hot water takes care of that. I like the dagger that's at his waist. It's really cool models. Like those a lot. Now, as far as their gameplay is concerned, level 1, they are having 2 hit points per model. Level 1. So that's pretty nasty already. You gotta hit him twice. Here it says they're rolling 1 yellow die for melee, and they're getting 1 blue die in defense. So that's not bad. This is how many models are going to come out. So it's going to be how many players are in the game, how many actors are in the game times 1. So in a 5-player game, each mob is going to have 5 players out. So that's pretty nasty. Level 2 here. They still have 2 hit points, but they're rolling 1 red and 1 yellow for attack and 2 green. Their special ability here says inflict 1 wound to any hero who starts this activation in their zone. So if you start in their zone, they're hitting you automatically. That's pretty nasty. They go to 3 hit points at level 3, rolling 2 yellows and 1 red for attack, and in defense they get 1 green and 1 blue. Still have the same effect here though. And then in level 4, they're going to be doing 2 wounds if you start their activation in their zone, rolling 2 reds and 2 yellows, and they get 2 green for defense, and they have 3 hit points each. Wow. Okay, here they have 4 hit points. This is level 5 now. They're rolling 2 yellows and 2 reds, and they're getting 3 green dice in defense. They're still doing 2 wounds to you. These guys are pretty nasty. So let's get back up top. So that is it for the Reptisaurians. Is that right? Yeah, Reptisaurians enemy box. My favorite model by far is Reptisaurus Rex. He just looks really, really cool. I like it a lot. But as you can see, there's a lot of cool things that come in the box. You'll have to make the final decision, though, on whether or not you're going to purchase it. I know there are some completists out there that are just going to purchase it anyway because they have to have everything. But I wanted to make this available to you just so that you could see what you're getting before you plop down the change to pick it up. So that's it from me. We'll see you guys on the flip side.